Hi there, welcome to you. Thank you for joining the live chat. Can you hear me, viewers? Thank you for responding with yes. Firstly, viewers, today's live chat is not for the faint hearted. Uh, Hard hitting analysis I have for you based on information, based on understanding of the situation on the ground in Tigray. Ethiopian PM has suffered a serious setback. Let me welcome the participants, then we'll get going. Simon Tisfai, first viewer who commented today. Welcome, Simon. We have Shafo too. Shafo, well. Shafo is a member too. Special welcome to you, Shafo. Members, always welcome to be on My Views and News. Honor K is from Addis Ababa. Rational Optimist says hi. Sammy S. Mooney is back. Welcome back, Mooney. Good to see you. Mooney has not been in live chats, in comment sections, seen recently. Good to be with you, Mooney. He's back. Galgalo Gudana joined to welcome Galgalo. General Tooth says, Akkam. I'm fine. I think Akkam means how are you? It's an Afan Roma word. Honor K. Mahmood Ahmadeen joined too. Kadir Abdi Ahmed says, welcome your analysis. Thank you, Kadir. Simon Mangisha here. Fahmi Musa, Average Dom. Aman Washe, third viewer who's a member. Muni, Aman, and Shafu are three members who have joined so far. Special welcome to all three of you. Honor K. Somali joined to Dinaol here as well. Familiar name, Dinaol, I remember, but I am seeing this name after such a long time. Jafar Jamal, Demisio Kibret, Virgil Komsa, Daniel Abate, Brian Ipsa, Mikael, Belsti, Etenafo, Mekonnen, Mecha, Ebridge Dom, General Komsa joined too. He was waiting for Mooney, I think, to join. Oliver Yavith joined. Oliver says, Sadi is a PP agent. Let's see what you say, what you say after listening to what I'm going to say in this live chat. Bino Junior joined too. Bino is also a member. Special welcome to you, Bino. Avit Tedros joined too. Muni is disclosing that Abiy had Ramadan dinner with locals at the palace. Yeah, he had a good time with TPLF too, by the way. Uh, just two topics in tonight's live chat. Firstly, what happened at the meeting between PM Abiy and TPLF? The Bratzian party has returned to Makale. Just a few minutes ago, I confirmed the Bratzian group is back in Makale, but the group met with PM Abiy. So, how was the meeting? How was the atmosphere like? Firstly. Secondly, my analysis based on understanding, based on information, Abiy's strategy has failed. What he was hoping, what PP was hoping, did not happen. What will he do now? This is another political setback for Ethiopian PM. Urga the Gali says, thank you, Sajid, for your commitment to informing our communities at the global level. Thank you, Urga the Gali. Always good to hear when people say that I am of any use. Let me start, viewers. I would request you to just let me speak for a few minutes, around 10 minutes. Meanwhile, you can continue your chit chat or just wait for me to finish, and then you can ask questions, you can write comments. I know Mooney will be busy with Comsa and others, but let me start, viewers. Let me tell you what happened in the meeting today, and then why am I saying that Abiy has suffered another setback. Mindafro joined too. Welcome, Mindafro. Yeah, it's been a while since you were here, Mindafro. Good to see you here. Abdi Hassan joined too. BB here as well. Why are you in need of a haircut, Mooney? DW Ethiopia joined as well. Welcome, DW Ethiopia. General Tooth, let me explain. I'll explain why I am saying that Abiy has failed. Let me start, viewers. Firstly, on Saturday, TPLF leaders met with Ethiopian PM. I think no official statement has been released so far, but uh, this is what we have been able to confirm. The Bratzian led TPLF delegation. Abiy was there, others too as well. If you remember, 2 days ago, Gita Choreda urged PM Abiy to do something when the Bratzian was at Addis Ababa. The Bratzian was in Addis today. Abiy did not do anything. Rather, the meeting between TPLF leaders and Abiy was very calm. Abiy was full of respect for TPLF leaders. He wasn't angry about what TPLF did. He did not show any sign of displeasure with what TPLF has done in Tigray recently. We saw that in Tigray, pro Getachew governments have been dismantled. Main Tigray institutions have come under TPLF control. Getachew has almost fled Tigray. People don't like it when I say that Getachew fled Tigray. They say, no, you're lying. But he fled Tigray, basically. Uh, the atmosphere was wonderful. Exchange of pleasantries. Abiy, cool, calm as a cucumber, welcomed, respected TPLF leaders, and he talked about, thank you, Galmo, the developments in the region. TPLF today proposed the name of Tadase Varade. By the way, you should give credit to my sources. My sources told last year that Varade was the new regional president. His name had been proposed by Debrecen last year. Back then, when I broke this news, people criticized me, saying, Sajid, you just make up stories. But now it has been proven. Again, the Debrecen group today proposed Varede's name to lead the region as interim president. Abiy did not disagree reportedly. After the conclusion of the meeting, the Bratzian group returned to Makale. So far, no official letter has been issued about appointment of But it's very likely that in coming hours, where could be officially appointed to lead the region. This is what happened in Addis Ababa today, firstly. Uh, Secondly, why am I saying that Abiy's strategy about TPLF has failed? Well, what I have learned is that everyone knows Abiy was backing Gitach or he was hoping that Gitacho will be able to create divisions in TPLF. He was hoping that Gitacho will be able to pave the way for the entry of Prosperity Party in Tigray in the form of divisions in TPLF or in the form of some alternative political uh, party establishment in Tigray. So Gitacho was his proxy in Tigray, and Gitacho has himself to blame, by the way. The man sacrificed a lot when he fought on front lines, but he was played by Abiy. Maybe the ambition got better of him, and he just uh, uh, gave in to his ambition to be. Thank you, Shafo. Shafo bought a super chat sticker. Thank you, Shafo. Your contribution matters a lot for me. Uh, Abi was hoping that Gitacho will be able to confront TPLF Debrecen, that he'll be able to create divisions in Tigray military. That is why he was supporting Gitacho rather. Uh, Gitacho hoped as well that he'll be able to do something to mobilize his support base and be a real challenge, a real threat to TPLF and Tigray military. But Abiy did not know that he was betting on the wrong horse. Now, I think he has realized that the horse he chose was the wrong one. When the time of trial came, Gitacho fled Tigray. Gitacho just took a flight of Ethiopian Airlines and he just came back to Addis Ababa. Abiy and PP were hoping that Getachew will fight. He'll fight back and he'll get support from southern Tigray and maybe federal government could intervene too. But Getachew did not fight. He was claiming that he'll fight back. He will not go down just silently. Why? Because he had backing of the federal government. Federal government. Thank you, Beniam. Beniam Alima Yoho bought a super chat sticker for $2. Thank you, Beniam. It matters a lot for me. Your contribution, your love matters a lot for me. So, Abiy was hoping that Galmo, Sami, this is not a news that Tadase Varede has been appointed the president. It's not a news. I broke this news last year. So everyone knows that he's going to be the new president, it seems. This is what Abiy and TPLF agreed today. So maybe you'll see notification in coming hours. So Abiy was hoping that Gitacho will be able to create divisions in Tigray, weaken TPLF, weaken Tigray Defense Force. And for that, what I have learned now is that Abiy was ready to provide support to Gitacho. All types of support, not just open ENDF support, but support in the form of armed, trained fighters who were being trained in a far region reportedly. Preparations were there, but Getachew realized that his support base was weak. When his government was dismantled in Adagrat, it rang an alarm bell, and Getachew realized that if he continues his stay in Makale, he will be arrested. And if he's arrested in Makale, perhaps then federal government won't be able to save him. Getachew was hoping that he'll get support in Makale, but military acted like military. Military cut off the link between Makale and southern Tigray. Adi Gudam was taken by military, so Getachew lost hope of receiving any support from southern Tigray. Getachew fled Tigray. Now, Abiy is not expected to support Getachew. Thank you, Yunus. Yunus bought a super chat sticker for $5. Thank you, Yunus. Uh, Now, Getachew won't get any support from Abiy. Why? Because Getachew failed Abiy. He Abiy was hoping that Getachew will fight, and through Getachew he'll be able to weaken TPLF, TDF, and there will be limited internal conflict in Tigray, which will be in the interest of federal government of Ethiopia. Getachew fled. Now Abiy has no sympathy, no mercy for Getachew. That is why you're seeing that Getachew is not getting any support from Ethiopian Prime. So Abiy's strategy of weakening TPLF, of weakening TDF has failed. That is why I'm saying that it's a failure of Abiy's policy. It's a setback to his policy. He suffered a setback about his regional ambitions. We saw he wanted access to sea through Somaliland. Eritrea, Egypt joined hands with Somalia, and Abiy suffered a real setback, external setback. This takeover of Makale by TPLF and TDF is another setback for Abiy, an internal setback. Abiy does not want to appear frustrated. He does not want to appear disappointed. That is why he kept his cool in the meeting today. He did not say a word about the situation in Tigray. He said, okay, we'll work in coordination. Yes, peace should prevail, dialogue should happen. And in a way, he agreed to the point of Tadase. But I believe that uh, this silence, I would call it silence. Thank you, Lily, for buying the super chat sticker. I think the silence of the Prime Minister of Ethiopia could be the indication of a big storm. When will that storm happen? Not in coming days, not in coming weeks. I'll do another video on that. But deep down inside, Prosperity Party is frustrated. PP leaders disappointed. Abiy disappointed. They were hoping to see limited war, internal war in Tigray. It did not happen. TPLF, TDF united. Getachew fled. Prosperity Party disappointed. This is how I see the situation. Getachew supporters won't agree with me, obviously. They would say that you are just making up stories. But this analysis is based on facts. It's based on understanding the situation. Now, one last word, one last point. Can we say that it is Abiy who is to blame for what happened in Tigray? No. Abiy can be blamed too, but I believe that TPLF is to blame mainly because if you are vulnerable to the interference from outside, you should blame yourself. TPLF does not want to see any opposition to its one party rule in Tigray. It does not believe in democracy. It does not believe in giving freedom of expression to peace people. It does not believe in giving political space to opposition parties. Military is hand in glove with TPLF. It is difficult to distinguish between Tigray military and TPLF. Tigray has no future in terms of democracy. The new developments are indicative of the fact that this region, the people of this region fought for fundamental rights because they claim that their rights were being denied and they were the victims of a genocide. But one party rule, military rule, now seems to be the future of Tigray. Getachew definitely tried to mobilize supporters, youths especially. And those who supported Getachew, they said that Getachew was the ray of hope in Tigray for democracy, for better governance. That ray of hope has gone down now. Sad Khan is nowhere to be seen. The man building analysis of an imminent war is sitting in the US. The man, by the way, why is that Sad Khan's analysis is always wrong? I mean, he said a few months ago that era of one party rule in Tigray is over. So he said that there was no one between EDF and Addis Ababa in 2022. Then drones came between them and TPLF just and TDF retweeted. And he said just a few days ago that war is imminent between Eritrea and Ethiopia. It's imminent and inevitable. Eritrea says, what imminent? Nothing imminent. We're not preparing for war. We're not interested. There's no war. And Sadkan says war is imminent. His analysis always is always proven wrong. Either he does not build analysis objectively, he mixes analysis with his ambitions, or he needs to work on building an objective analysis, I think. So people call him the most seasoned general in Africa, in Ethiopia. Yes, he fought wars, he led military, but somehow, his recent analysis have been proven wrong. 25 minutes have passed. I can take your questions, comments, 10 minutes remaining. Shafo says Tigray needs iron fist leader like that of Eritrea so that it would prosper in Ethiopia. Well, they have been having iron fist leaders, uh, people like Meles Zenawi. So what happened? Maybe Tigray needs atmosphere where all parties can express themselves, where there is genuine opposition, transparent election. This is what Tigray needs. This is what Ethiopia needs. That's my view. I mean, you might not agree with me, but whenever there is no free opposition to challenge a government, there is space for armed groups. This is what is happening in Ethiopia. People are not interested. Even parties are not interested in the next election. Election less than a year away. They're pinning the hopes on Ola, on Fano, on TDF. That just shows that the system has some real faults which need to be addressed, I think. The Horn Affair says, is Ethiopia war imminent? Well, I've done so many videos on that. If you just search in my views on news videos, you would see videos several months old, and I have been saying war is not imminent. By the way, just Joar almost 2 months ago said that war was imminent. Over a month ago, at least, he said. So over a month has passed and still no signs of war. Sad Khan said a few days ago that war is imminent. Uh, yeah, Abdi Karim says he did not receive notification about chat. Yeah, it happens. I don't know what the problem is. YouTube, I have no control over sending notifications to viewers. YouTube does it. YouTube AI does, and sometimes it does not send notifications to the viewers. But live chat time is almost fixed. 1800 GMT, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So I'll be back tomorrow at the same time, 1800 GMT. Thank you, Biniam. Biniam says mineral rights to Turkey, Assab to Saudis. Comment. Well, I opposed Turkish, or I criticized, I would say, Turkish exploration deal with Somalia. I said back then, if you remember, that Somalia should not give away its precious resources. Scared of Ethiopia, it should not agree to Turkish share in its underwater resources. Regular viewers would agree with me. They would back what I'm saying. This is what I said. All these countries, they have their interests to protect in East Africa, in the Horn of Africa. Sometimes they play religious card, sometimes they play ethnic card, sometimes they play other cards, but they want to make money from uh, these countries. So Turkey intervened in the countries to make money. Saudi Arabia does the same as well. But overall, I think that Isas Savoki's uh, wish to involve Saudi Arabia in Assad is a very smart move. If Eritrea teams up with Saudi Arabia on good terms and conditions, it could avoid Eritrea-Ethiopia war in future. If Saudi Arabia somehow takes over Assad, builds it into a modern port with some shares, uh, perhaps then Ethiopia won't be able to make a move towards Assad. So it's a smart move, but let's see what happens. Cap OG says, do you think your TPLF has made smart moves against all odds? I believe this is the smartest I've seen by them. Well, TPLF wanted to remove Getachew last year. It took several months for TPLF to make the final move. I told you what it agreed with Eritrea before removing Getachew. So it contacted Eritrea. It got assurance from Eritrea that Eritrea won't close the border in case of ENDF's attack on Tigray. Then it gradually involved military as well. It painted Getachew as PP's agent. And it never allowed Getachew to be in a position to be real threat to TPLF and TDF. So Tigray military played the main role. We are giving credit to TPLF. I think Tigray military was the main player. And don't you think it's a failure of Tigray's politicians that a general is going to lead the region now? Isn't it a type of military rule? So you're calling it a success. Success in terms of removing Getachew, who is basically a TPLF leader, though he just he made alliance with the federal government, but he's basically TPLF. So now military will lead Tigray. For how long? No one knows. So it's a failure of TPLF, I think. Yes, it managed to keep itself intact, united, but now it is ready to hand over the power to generals. Tadase Varede will head Tigray interim government. Politicians will work under him. Military rule in Tigray, you can call it. Mirage says, is it reality that Eritrea and TPLF are in secret agenda to take bigger move? Well, I would request you to watch last night's live chat. In that live chat, I explained details of the two-point deal reached between TPLF and Eritrea. Do watch that last night's live chat and then you'll be clear. Yunus Mesfin says, do you think the likely war in Eritrea is a retribution by God for their genocidal act in Tigray? And so far, no war is happening in Eritrea. Let's not find religious reasons for political military developments. Yusuf Hapte says, can we call Abiy the aggressor in this conflict? No, that's not the right word. You can call him a spoiler. He was a spoiler. He was not a facilitator for peace and security. But the main blame, I think, should be put on TPLF. Is there DDR? Someone is saying DDR was halted recently, but I think it will resume now. TPLF only suspended, and TDF suspended DDR to just remove Gitacho. Gitacho removed, now you see resumption of DDR in coming days. Vision says, hi Sajid, you're the most unbiased political analyst in the Horn of Africa. If you don't mind, what's your background in terms of education? Or what made you interested in politics in general? Well, I covered war, Tigray war. That just made me interested in the Horn of Africa. I studied uh, literature, little bit of international law, little bit of international relations. But what I am doing, it's not what I learned from my studies. So I'm a student at job, you can say. I'm learning through what I'm doing. So 35 minutes have passed. I think we should end the live chat. It was good to be with you. On Sunday, we'll have this week's last live chat. I have a very interesting topic for tomorrow's live chat. I have it in mind, but I'll uh, share the topic a few hours before the live chat. Interesting topic, by the way. It was good to be with you. Thanks for watching my views on news. Your comments, your questions help me a lot. Your emails help me a lot. You keep me in touch with the Horn of Africa. Without you, I cannot cover Horn of Africa. Even covering one region is difficult. If I want to cover Amhara region only, it's impossible for me. You people make it possible. We don't miss anything major happening in the Horn of Africa, whether it's in Ethiopia, it's in Eritrea, etc. So what makes all that possible is your input. My Gmail written in description section of each and every video. SAJID672000 at the rate of gmail.com. I reply, I think, to each and every email. Anytime you can contact me. I'll be back tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Stay blessed. Bye bye.